a world where news prioritizes speed and sensationalism and press conferences are hosted on social media platforms, Twitter is the leader of this digital generation. Fortunately for you lucky viewers, I'm here to teach you what's truly important about this revolutionary platform: gaining clout. As a verified expert with not one, not two, but 5 followers, I will lead you up the stairs of success. The first rule of Twitter is that you are anonymous, thus you can say anything. Absolutely anything, without consequence. Sure, you can be doxxed or fired from every job you have, but remember, the more problematic you are, the better your chances of becoming a host for InfoWars. The second rule of Twitter is to be funny. Sure, humor is subjective and it varies from person to person, but the truth is that you aren't as funny as you think you are. Thankfully, I have a quick 2-step solution: copy and paste. It's that easy. But what if you possess legitimate morals, which prevents you from plagiarizing, or as I like to put it, recycling jokes, #SavedEarth, #GoVegan. If you want to be original and creative, you can try another method. Let's go with the classic formula. Step 1, say something completely, unforgivably, unrevocably offensive. Celebrities love to say the N-word, but unless you have a time travel machine and an excuse about how you were young and you didn't know better, let's stick with something a little simpler, like insulting your least favorite minority group. Personally, I prefer Ariana Grande stans. But with this, you must heed caution, as there is one dangerous, ravage horde that you must never, ever, ever approach: BTS's army. Many have been lost in the war against K-pop, facing devastating losses of thousands of followers. Now, after infuriating a good portion of the internet, you must next initiate your apology. This is where the process is a little more selective, as only a few can proceed with this step. The basics is that you must be white, male, and attractive. Clearly, we do not fit this mold, but don't worry, we can allow for a little variation, like being white, female, and attractive, or African, male, and attractive. Granted, that's like 1% African, which is just enough for you to qualify as a minority. In order to gauge how attractive you are, you can use the amazing tool that is the internet. While you don't have to be Instagram levels of beautiful, you just have to be prettier than any Reddit user. A good way to calculate this is based off of how many creepy comments you get on your selfies. Now, but what if you're a part of the majority where you have morals, but you just aren't attractive? Don't worry. While this next step may take a little more time to initiate, the payoff will be the same. The goal is to post as frequently as possible about as many obvious topics. You want to be as unoffensive as you can. Try saying stuff like, being nice to your friends is cool. Or, women are maybe, possibly, kind of, somewhat, just a little human too. But remember, you can't be too crazy and progressive and advocate for stuff like equal human rights, or else you'll be labeled an evil, raging feminist, which is clearly the worst thing you can be on the internet. Everyone knows that the SJW agenda is meant to eliminate comedy, as there's simply no way to be funny without offending at least half the internet. But I heard you can win a Medal of Honor for that these days. Now, you made it. You're finally Twitter famous. The prime of the pack, the top two of the timeline, the center of everyone's social sphere. Anything you say will be bombarded with likes and retweets. But with this fame comes a stench which attracts tiny gremlins from their dark, dark, dark crevices of the internet. These eeny-weeny trolls, who are better known as jealous haters. They'll attack you for anything you say and try to tear apart any arguments of this. But you must remember one thing, that you are always right and they are always wrong. If they ever approach you with any form of criticism, you could respond with an intelligent and well-researched comment. But personally, I prefer a series of clown emojis and a Luna fan cam. Why have educated discourse when you can help your favorite idol gain views instead? And now you have everything you could possibly want. You're Twitter famous. And this is when you let numbers dictate your entire life. It's no different than any other social media platform where you let your self-value be determined by the amount of likes you get on Instagram, or your longest Snapchat streak, or how much karma you have on Reddit. You already live your lives obsessing over your GPA and standardized test scores so you can get into a certain college that falls within a certain ranking determined by US News. And from then on, you'll let your self-value be determined by the salary you earn as you work a ridiculous amount of hours hoping you get a promotion. Oh my God, I might be onto something. I should go tweet that. Anyways, my time is up as the Twitter trending just refreshed. So remember to stay woke and stand Luna.